DLove from the South Side. Inglewood for life. Chicago, that is. And guess what? I know y'all surprised to see me, but I just decided to come back online, say hello to my people. It's hot. All right, take care. Let's see this. So I decided today, I ran into Ryan. First of all, hello to everyone. I'm sorry I done disappeared from the face of the earth. They said the gypsy lady. I said, I received that. But I said, hey Cher, how you doing? I miss you. I ran into Ryan today, and he was like, he's like, let's go back to Myrtle Street, you know, where the fight was at. And I said to him, hold on, let's see if I can clean his lens. Okay. I was trying to clean the lens. I miss you too, yes. But then I said to myself, you know what? I am going to go back to that night where they had that fight in Harvey. Now, it's been a while, right? I kind of stayed away from it because all that's just trauma bonding, and I didn't want to keep reliving certain things in life like that. You know what I'm saying, Cher? But I said, you know what? I haven't been, and I want to talk about it. I heard there's some movement on that block, so I'm just gonna go see. She said, I remember that setup. Yeah, that setup was crazy. It's all outdoors. And to what I see now on the internet, it just got nastier. I'm like, where's the growth and development? Like some of the stuff, it's like, I don't know. I'm surprised of those who are. Is there a Dixie Highway? I'm surprised of those who are entertaining the bullshit. Because really, that's what it is entertaining all the bullshit. And I was watching an interview with Young Thug. I don't know what's wrong with my. I was watching an interview with Young Thug today. Yesterday, excuse me, or yesterday, and he was on the pivot. Ryan is ethical, okay, yes. And what I like what Thug said was, people are playing on my life like it's not real. Oh, it's a funeral. Not a funeral. What is that? You know what I'm saying? And what I realized it was okay when we did it to Tiffany, right? But what Tiffany did say was, if it happened to me, it happened you today, me tomorrow. Ryan is very ethical and handles himself as a gentleman. And with that being said is, Cher, you're right. There is like these people's lives. There's a whole community. Like, it was titillating when it was Tiffany, but then when it happened to you and your community, it's not a joke anymore. I don't know why my camera ain't clear, but as soon as I get a chance, and I was on here. It ain't funny. It is not funny, let me tell you. But we're gonna go back to Myrtle Street. We going. And I think I got the same shirt on from that night too. It's clean. I got my shirt on. It's clean. But it was crazy. And in some respect, I kind of, kicked that out my brain. Like, I don't even think about that night anymore. because somebody could have got hurt or somebody could have got killed that night. So, and I realize this, I don't have the sense enough sometimes to pull myself out of danger. Let me just focus on what I got going on in my life. Because when your kids got to tell you, you're doing too much, it's time for me to step away. But it's hot out here today. I was just left for meeting. And that's why I got to check. Okay, I'm going to read that in a minute, share. As soon as I get to a stoplight, girl, it's hot. I can't try to tell you the weather that is out yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to go back. And especially it's the, oh, I missed the end of the summer. I should have did that. Well, and to just, let's see what has changed since the last time I was there. Now, I must admit, I heard something that somebody just got, no, somebody just paid a deposit. How did I catch up with him? Somebody just paid a deposit on that property, on one of the property that the people got evicted from. So I don't know how the people got evicted from their homes, but people are putting leases on it and renting them houses out. Oh, so what's going on with Harvey right there? Now you see to the right that little gray thing? They were supposed to build 6 of these. And they only built, I heard it's 2, but I only saw 1. There go the po-pos, baby. I seen the police out last night. Went to the casino. Nah, I would go around her. Went to the casino. Oh, who owns, that's the city of Harvey. Ooh, ooh. Buffer of my phone is overheating. Buffer of my phone is overheating. You're back. Yeah, my phone was overheating for some reason, so I unplugged it. So hopefully it worked. Oh, what's she doing? She doing a survey. I know I'm not dressed like that. She doing a survey. But we downtown Harvey, the main street. They got boulders. What happened to the concrete? The grass they should have put back. So this is the block where Ryan and that lady, what's her name? Um, who hit Ryan? Let's see. Okay, give me a minute. I can't put my phone back on the thing because it's. Oh, I want to start here. Okay. Oh, this is Carlita's. Oh, sorry. This is the block, y'all. Crazy, right? To see it in the daytime. So, one moment. Put it. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Now I know better, but I'm. Ah. Well, how's he going into? Wow, look at that. Oh, somebody's going into the house down there. see people living in that house. Just saw somebody go in the house. Ah. So this is the whole block that the city of Harvey bought and sold to the water reclamation. You can still hear the smoke detector. The house is empty. What is that? Oh, threatened.
Open door.
Oh, it's open.
Yep. So
Oh,
that means somebody broke in.
oh, somebody living in their house. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So don't be surprised if this house catches on fire. Somebody's living in that house over there. And this is, I believe this is Carlita's house, where her father, her has owned this house for years. Oh, wish. Well, now look at that house behind there. You see it's caught on fire. Um, who owned these homes? The Chicago Water Reclamation owns it now. Cause I just looked up the PIN number, and it was sold to the Chicago Water Reclamation. And this is one block. So it's two blocks that they're taking, or just this block.
No, just this block.
So they're gonna make a whole park with this block and a water retention.
That was their intent, their plan.
So what are they gonna do with the church?
Probably demolish it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which is why we're fighting here, because it's historic. It's crazy to waste it. It's in great shape.
So let me turn this way. This whole block they want to they're gonna tear the houses down. We don't know when though. However, I just that house that they kicked that door down in, I just I just saw somebody go in the house.
Where?
That house they kicked that door in.
I was gonna say, you know what? I'm not doing a live, but I'm gonna do a few video clips put
Okay.
together because I just wanted to do an update anyway. I'm glad you mentioned it. Now this is the house that
Oh, let's look at that church. It's empty.
that's the house where supposedly someone's living in.
Oh, somebody lives in this house, they say. Wow. Ain't that crazy? Harvey done took this whole block, took it off of the taxes, property tax thing, and they gonna make this whole, maybe in 5 years, I guess, and make it a water retention pond, this whole street. So remember the street that we're on. At some point, it would be a retention pond. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if police come at some point. But yeah, this is where that fight happens. And I'm going to show you where the bushes they came from. Hey, who is that? Hey, H. I don't know why my... How you doing? Oh, I love the yellow. They taking this whole block. Oh, I can hear the smoke detector on in one of these houses. This white house, that's the house that they kicked the door in at. And this is the fence. This is where we were standing that night. Yeah. This is where we were standing at because they somebody closed that gate, but
That's where they jumped the mirror at, in this gate section. And I'm still kind of confused, to be honest, because I must say we was. You see how this bushes? Could you imagine at night, no lights? So they came from out these bushes from that side and came right here, and that's where the fight started at. But they came out of them bushes. So for somebody moved, somebody living in this house. I don't know. It's a squatter or what? Yeah. See how those bushes? You could easily. And at dark at night, you wouldn't even be able to see who's coming at you. Yeah. How many houses it could? So technically, it's normally like 60 houses on the block, 30 on each side. So now
Because even if you board up the front,
that's fresh boarding. That's
you think
fresh
so?
board. Yeah, you can tell that's fresh board. That one turned brown.
Yeah, because look,
Yeah, that's the house.
but look,
Which house was this white one right here? Somebody's living in it now. I just saw somebody walk in here.
right there. Start
Start there and
go again. See,
oh, she said, okay, start there and walk back the way
this is a
he
whole new
came. Yeah, well, he came
place that
through.
I started liking this
He
year.
came through this right here.
Videos and
Came from right here. And I ain't going in the backyard though. And you see how the all these trees and grass. I don't know. Oh Lord. So he came through here and came around this tree. Oh, they took that off. You see that? They took the door off of there. That wood on the windows are new, but the wood on the ground off the door is not new. Look at that. Yep, he came from around this tree.
I knew the people, some of the people that were renting here. Did Jedediah, did he take people out of here that night or no?
This house right here.
I know this one for sure.
I don't think this house.
Not this one? Okay.
No.
Another home. So that's the home right
So
there.
this, so you could tell it was dark because of the see how the greenery is,
It's going quicker.
and that time had more green. Yeah, somebody lived in it. The same house he kicked in, they back in there. They probably live upstairs. I just saw a guy walk in there. Just imagine, 59 houses on one block has now been reduced to one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 houses. How does it feel to be back here? It feels like crazy, right? Because people were hurt. That fight went from here to into that gate. But we was on this side of the street. All right.
Oh, good. I got the video.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, did you do alive? You're
Yeah.
doing.
How did it make you feel to be back on this street?
Well, if you, I was gonna say, if you remember, this is where Jedediah and his people attacked Amir, his daughter, and Beth, and then
Right.
I was attacked right down there
Ooh.
later,
Right.
a little later that night. So
Yeah, right on that corner.
yeah, don't know. It's just sad. It just shows
It's
you how
sad.
our politicians don't listen to us.
Yeah.
It looks worse than when we were here in July.
Yeah, it's worse in the daytime because
Mm-hmm.
at night it's kind of hides the and just imagine that night this side was dark, so you couldn't if you had on all black you wouldn't have seen anybody come through that way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
and this is where I know like they started fighting that from here, and then they end up
Ended up kind of
Amir
near
was
the fence.
in that fence
Mm-hmm.
when they jumped on him, and I never forget how he staggered
Okay.
getting up.
Mm-hmm.
That was the craziest thing I ever
And
seen.
kicked him when he was down. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, even if you wanted to fight somebody, great, but then like they're down. Like why are you still
Why
kicking them?
continue?
It was so senseless violence.
I'm telling you, when I saw he was stumbling when he
Mm-hmm.
got up. It's like you could tell it was like a boxing match,
Mm-hmm.
and when they had to tap you out,
Right.
like,
Yep.
and the sad part, one of the sad part of the end of this story is not only some people were displaced from their homes,
Mm.
but then somebody was hurt and beat on the street, and nothing was done about it.
Nope.
So the story just keep getting sadder and sadder.
Right.
So, will there be any really positive changes from this?
I don't know. I hope. I mean, if nothing else, I hope we can at least save and reuse the church and the buildings around the church. But I don't know. They say they're going to demolish the homes and put in a retention pond, but they haven't done anything yet.
What?
So,
What the?
oh, and careful because there's a hole.
Oh my God.
Some kind of hole.
There's sinkholes all in here, Ryan. So it's like in,
It's just such a waste because not that many months ago. Look, one, two, three,
I think I caught
four,
him
five of
13.
these at least were occupied. There were people living
Mmm.
in all these houses, and they were maintained. And
Hey,
now look.
Korea. Yes. And in Dalton, I think I said this before, where the Pope old church is, or
Mm-hmm.
still is, it's a private owner and they're restoring it.
Yes, St. Mary's. Yeah, yeah. I agree. We should do the same thing here. We could do senior housing, veteran housing, community center, art center, shared
Art center,
workspace.
yes.
There's so many
I
options.
just seen on the news in Pilsen, they took a fire station and made it into an art center where the kids go.
Yeah, yeah. And now a commercial kitchen. That's another thing that we need. A lot of people they might work out of their home, they have a food business, but they need a commercial kitchen space. That's another thing you can do. There's a big need for that.
Right.
And there are grants and everything you can get, but the city's not even trying. They just want to demolish everything. It's sad. So that's what we're fighting.
So you think it's a disconnection from history,
Yes. Oh yeah. Right.
and because maybe they didn't really, they probably grew up here, but it really wasn't a staple part of their life, so they don't really care.
Well, I mean, supposedly Chris Clark did grow up in Harvey. I mean, I
Just
don't know.
because you grow up here, don't mean you have an
Yeah.
attachment here.
I was gonna say he definitely doesn't seem to have any sort of love for Harvey. Neither do the four aldermen that vote with him. They just seem to, every chance they get, they want to demolish, destroy. They want to chase businesses away, chase people away. You know, ticket people for stupid stuff. Yeah.
It's a busy street. What do these people want to do when the street is closed?
I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, especially for since obviously they're already the people are kicked out of their homes. I feel really bad because that was my family's old church. I mean, that was early 1900s.
And it look like it's still in good shape
It is.
from the outside.
Yep.
Um, Last night when I came in about 11 o'clock, by the car wash, there's a little store there, and I saw the little short police officer. He was standing there, but the people by the car wash, they were still there doing their thing.
Mm.
They didn't deter that at all.
Yeah, the police just seem to do. I don't even know how they decide what to do or not to do, but.
Did you see in the news? I don't know how I just seen the news. How in Chicago, I want to say 21st Ward, that their prostitution actively active, and the people are upset about it, and they coming together to do something about it.
Hmm. I wonder who that alderman is.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, definitely, we're not the only community that goes through this as far as having politicians that they just seem to care about themselves and
yeah,
nothing else, you know. And a lot of them, it's not just in Harvey. A lot of them, they don't live in the areas where they represent. Because you can own property in an area, that
yeah.
doesn't mean that you actually reside. That your permanent residence is where you know, are elected to cover. That was Miss Dorothy's house. I
Oh,
interviewed
I
her.
remember you interviewed Miss
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy.
That's a beautiful little house. That was just so needless. So much pain caused to her, and I mean she's okay now, but I mean that's very traumatic, especially at her age.
Yeah, you know what makes it, as you talk about this, it reminds me of, because I live over the sixth ward. It reminds me when they boarded those people up in the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they don't mind displacing people here.
Right. And then when because you know we both do real estate, so whenever I look at like all the city-owned properties, all I can find are ones that like that the city sold or given away. It seems to be people connected to the mayor. So it seems, and most of them don't have any connection to Harvey. They definitely don't live here.
Right.
It's like that one on 155th Street, you know, that where Colby was trying to speak up when she was arrested. Um, that property was sold to a company out of Orland for $2,000.
Yes. And that's why I was saying I don't know what's going on that they're redoing these pin numbers.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
yeah, they kind of create new pin numbers. So,
They might have done that. They might. I think you can request. I've heard you can request that. I don't know how it works. But you can request like that two pins be combined.
yes.
So, but no, I hope that lady goes after the city because it sounds like that was her mom's property.
Yeah. It's just so much that goes behind it. And that's why
Hmm.
it's important that you get alerts on your property here.
Right.
So if somebody says try to take it from you, you'll
Hmm.
know immediately.
And look at this, see, because they say, oh, you have to have a retention pond for flood relief. You know, if we just had, these are weeds literally growing in the gutter, in right
Uh,
along the curb. Now, if we just had basic street cleaning and
yes.
basic cleaning of our sewers, you know how much that would help our flooding? They can't even do that. They
I
can't even do that.
I asked. Who did I ask? I want to say Roger. I said, "Do we do street cleaning here? Cause I ain't never seen the street cleaner." Like, no, we don't. Tell me, we ain't done that in years. But in Riverdale, I saw they got a street cleaning truck.
And
Whew.
we've seen the city. I don't know if they rent one from some another town or what, but we've seen because I've seen it. They've used it on
Oh,
155th before
for the
the Fourth
parade.
of July parade. So we know they can clean the streets. It's that they choose not to.
Ain't that something?
But then they would rather see like, don't you sweep before you mop? Like, why don't
That
you
is true.
clean the streets, clean the sewers before you put people out of their homes? And then they claim it's for flood relief. But again, like, how can you say we need flood relief though when you can't even clean? Because you know, whenever we get rain, all the rain goes to the gutter
To the
here,
gut, and then it
and it
backs up
can't
out of
go.
there.
It can't even make it to the sewer because look, all this junk is gonna.
Oh, so so that lets me think that this is probably not the only place that the gutters are looking like this. So it's
Hmm.
gonna if it backs up here, whatever what it said, the least resistant is where water will go.
Hmm. Right, exactly. So I mean, it's just
Nah,
it's a lie. It's not about flood relief. Obviously, they wanted this land, and it's just a shame that you know people that paid their mortgages and their taxes for all these years that they're the victims. You know.
that's the craziest part.
And
Yeah.
then Clark said, remember in the last meeting, he even said, "Oh, they got for those two
I heard
houses, yeah,
half a
they
million
got like a
dollars.
half." But it doesn't matter. Like, first of all, you have a good sized house and a good sized two flat, potentially a three flat. But second of all, they have to pay off their mortgage. They
Yeah.
have to get something for owning their property. They have to get moving expenses, and then they have to buy two equivalent properties in another town, which are going to cost more.
Yeah.
And even if they got $1 billion, the whole point is for a lie, would you want to be forced out of your home for a lie?
No. And to be honest,
It's not worth any money.
I would feel horrified. I would be upset. I would need to go talk to the president or somebody because especially it's they're not giving away mortgages, right? So if you get you a mortgage and you paying it on time, because the whole premise of a mortgage is to pay the property off, because the land you still gonna have to pay forever.
Mm-hmm.
But so now you just going all the money I spent. I could have moved somewhere else if I knew you was gonna do this. I was had foresight.
Right. Like they wouldn't have bought, in the early 70s.
Yeah,
And this block is literally civil rights history because
really,
you had several black owners who were the first to be able, as Harvey was desegregating, they were really the first to be able to own homes here. So
really.
not only that, but you have black leaders, mostly black leaders, voting to force
It's a
people
bee
who
by
were a
your
part of
neck.
civil rights
It's a bee by
history
your ear.
out of their homes. I mean,
Okay.
so I don't know how much worse you can get, but they're hypocrites. They're hypocrites. It's
Yes.
not about helping. They don't care about helping anybody in Harvey.
No.
Like I said, we don't need a retention pond. They need to just clean the sewers.
Clean the
Start
sewers.
by doing that.
And listen, I would have liked if they would have gave me a what's that thing called? And
The backflow valve.
the backflow
That's
valve.
what I want. In Cal City and in South Holland, they offer rebates for things like that.
I would have loved that.
So as long as you get it approved by the city, you get your backflow valve when your sewer backs up, because that's what we have. We don't get so much problems with like, you know, flooding like in the street or like coming from outside people's homes. It's usually coming up through the sewer in your basement.
Yes.
So what it does is it stops it. It stops the.
The water from coming into your home.
And I brought that up to the NWRD many times. They said, "Oh no, no, that we can't do that. Or that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work." Why? They never give reasons.
So do you think because they don't want it to do you think they don't want it to the water to backflow into another community's area?
I don't know if that would happen, but but again, like we don't really know what would happen because they don't even clean the sewers we have. So it's like, well, why don't you start by cleaning them? Maybe make some basic repairs,
Hmm.
clean the gutters so that they work properly. Because
True.
one lady said that for years and years, Harvey would always do the street sweeping, and she never got
Ah,
any backup. And then once they stopped, then she started getting backup. So you start with the simple stuff. You don't start by kicking people out of their houses. you
right.
know. And the crazy thing is that even if they build this damn thing, which I don't want, and over 1,200 people signed saying they don't want it, there's no guarantee that having a pond here will help stop people from flooding in their basement. There's no guarantee. Maybe they say it will, but there's no guarantee. Versus if you do like South Holland and Cal City, let's say you offer people a rebate for a backflow valve, that
Hmm.
is pretty much guaranteed to keep sewage out of your basement.
I would love that.
Because here, how do we know? Well, it might help. So some of the water might end up here instead of in your basement, but we don't know. Because what if it maybe doesn't go to your basement, but then it still comes into my basement?
Yes.
Like and the MWRD, Mayor Clark, they can't promise anything. They cannot promise. But if you have a backflow valve, that's pretty much a promise.
Yeah, and the sad part about it is like majority of these people don't even live here. That
Right.
who's making these decisions for people who actually
Yeah.
does live here.
So then my question is why? Why did they want this land so bad?
Why?
There's got to be a reason.
Why do they want this land so
Why would
bad?
they go to so much trouble?
You know what this reminds me of? Especially, it reminds me of when when we came to not we but when they came to America and kicked the Indians off their land
Mm-hmm.
because they wanted it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like history repeats itself in so many ways.
You're so right. And if we don't learn our lessons, right,
We're
then the
doomed
same
to
thing will just keep
repeat.
happening over and over. That's the irony, though, to me, is seeing black politicians
Hmm.
kick black family, especially elderly black families or folks out of their homes, and then they'll be the first ones to say, "Oh, you have to vote for me because I'm black and I do great things for the black
I
community."
don't know. You
And
know,
I'm like, you do? You mean like kicking old black ladies out of their homes? Is that what you call civil rights? Is that what you call representing? Because it would be one thing, right, if it were like an old white guy, or if it were, someone Middle East or someone else that people could say, oh yeah, it's racist, it's right.
hmm
But this is your own, someone that you these are the people that you, when it comes time to vote, you account on their votes, and you say, oh, they'll vote for me, of course they'll vote for me, and then they vote for you, and then you treat them horribly.
right.
So I don't know, that's another like it's another like kicking someone while they're down.
Yes. And it seems as though, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, that is really going, and I say this respectfully, blacks are just now kicking each other keep kicking each other down. Like they want us to stay down. Because even earlier the lady was talking about Michelle Harris and the problems they're having, and she's black.
Right. Yes, exactly. But then they want you to kiss their butts to say that they are the best for civil rights, and that
hmm
they fight so hard for the black community, and they fight for. So not only do they want to screw over their black residents, but they want everybody to come and kiss their butts and tell them how they're so awesome and that they deserve, the Congressional Medal of Freedom for civil rights.
Yes.
And it's like you want. So it's really weird. And obviously, what? It's probably for land, money. Usually that's what it's for. People want land, they want money, power, you know.
But it seems like that's just temporary though. Because once you get the money for the land, that's all you're gonna get from this land, this area. It's not gonna generate any more money for you.
Right, right. That's true too. Yeah. Well, you remember it's like what happened with 154th when they redid that, and I said, "Where's the money going for all this beautiful, priceless brick?" But they sell off the city for parks. They don't care. They get their cash and they move, because Chris doesn't live here anyway. Mayor doesn't live here.
That's fair.
That's
Go.
what they tell us.
I was gonna ask you because I don't come down this way. I
Mm.
try not to come this way because it's just too much. I noticed on the outer part that comes out, it's not grass or gravel. They got stones in them,
Oh yeah, that was the bump outs they did.
but they don't have. Why didn't they build that up? Like with some grass.
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know why. I know what you mean. Some of them are just gravel. I don't know
No,
why.
and they're big boulders on
Mm-hmm.
it. Like it's supposed to be an Art Deco.
They just added the boulders last week. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on there. And even those, like, they're not a bad idea, but you notice like the residents were never consulted, and that bugs me as a real estate and as an urban planning person, because for instance, instead of doing that, what if they had put bike lanes or something, or what if they had, but the whole point is it doesn't matter what they did, no one was ever really consulted. And even when they have those meetings, community meetings, they never listen to what people say anyway.
Right, because I was wondering who's right here riding down the bike lane.
Well, I was just saying, I mean,
But I'm saying
to me,
it.
I'd rather have that than because now what happens is, like I said, it's a nice idea to have those little things to catch water. But did you notice, like, people were saying, let's say you have a bus going down, and
Yes.
then you have a big truck.
Yeah.
So now with the bump outs there, it's
Yes.
like, oh, it's like
Yes. Nerve wracking.
really squish. And I'm all
Yes.
for road diets and making things more narrow, but I was just like, okay, so for our busy street, 154th, maybe they could have done something different, like put, because in the city, how you'll see they'll just put like stripes down for, and they have a little bike symbol,
And listen.
you know. But
Yeah.
but the point is they leave it open.
Listen, Ryan. The extra money for the little bump out, they could have did the next block with the extra money.
Right, like exactly, or said, you know what, guys, we'll do that at a later stage, or
Yes.
something.
Something. Just at least that everyone gets part of whatever funding you get.
Right.
Like spread it around.
Because the irony is, they said, oh, it was a grant, but why did it have to be that street for the grant?
Why?
Because that street was in the best shape of the whole downtown.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't even need to be torn up. And then the worst thing is they took out the foundation.
Those.
Those beautiful bricks, they had been a solid foundation for more than 100 years.
So where the bricks now?
We don't know. They were
Mm.
sold. I'm guessing somebody sold them for cash, and who knows what happened to that money.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised that one of the workers, they gave it to the workers and let them sell it, or gave it to the people who are got the contract and let them sell it.
Right, right. You know, which is like that's not right because it's our wealth. You know.
Yeah.
But it's just a shame because like that they were, you know, when they had an uncovered last year, I took a whole bunch of pictures and videos because it
Mm.
showed like the street was in amazing shape and it was still perfectly
Mm.
like, you know, rounded like that for the water and
Mm.
everything. That lasted more than 100 years. That was the best foundation. What they had done over the years, they had put, you know, they just had paved it over, and that's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, if nothing else, you know, communities that actually care about stuff like that, actually what they'll do is they'll restore the brick street.
Yes.
It's considered like really, really fancy,
Yeah.
um, high quality to have it. But no, not in Harvey. They just ripped it up and sold it for cash.
So so that's the theme of Harvey. Rip it up and sell it to somebody else, huh?
Yep, usually out of towners, right? Yeah. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That's I think squirrel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, I hear
I
something.
know.
Oh, oh man. Well, I'm glad that you were able to come back with me. I know this could be very.
Oop, watch out.
I
We're
know they
driving
be
down the
driving.
street now.
You just never know who's in that car, right?
Hello.
Hello,
I'm
you're.
in a hurry.
Yeah, you just never know, and it'd be nice to know. So now everybody's off the block. What
Mm-hmm.
y'all gonna do now? And second, God, if there's squatters living in here, you can't just kick them out. You got to go to court now.
Right, and there should be no one living in that corner house, but it clearly looks like someone's living in that corner house. And then the door of this other house was open. So, do you want? I was say, do you want to walk this way? Because you're headed back to the room.
Yes.
Because you showed your viewers on the video. Because I took a photo and I showed it in the video. The door was open.
Yeah, I went up there, and when you said, I said, well, let me get back. And you know what's interesting is that what's the name? Pool,
Mm-hmm.
Carlita's house. That's her house.
That was their
The family home. Because I noticed they had a Thornton Township, and I guess Thornton Township built the ramp.
yes, yep. And they ripped out the front part of it.
So let me ask. So, from my understanding, if if Thornton Township put it in, you had to keep the house for 5 years, I believe.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know what their requirement was for that. This is a gorgeous
That's a nice building.
brick apartment building.
Yeah,
There's no reason to get rid of
I bet them
that.
floors are nice in there.
Yeah, that would be great apartments for a lot of people.
Man, they had the money they put into this house.
Yeah. So this, like I said, this is a huge two flat, potentially a three flat. You know, and for the mayor to shame residents because they took money for a house they didn't even want to leave. I mean, it's just he should be ashamed.
Well, what were they supposed to do?
Yeah, he just shouldn't have done the project. Should let him stay in their houses. Oh, Oh, you know, I forgot that this was brick. I didn't realize they
Ah,
had a brick bungalow. Oh, brick is the best. Those houses will last forever.
yeah, you got tuck point though.
You know, I'm gonna take a picture of the sign here. It's
Oh,
such a symbol of Harvey. You see, they don't even fix our street signs. You know.
I see the house behind here is caught on fire. It's gonna be. It won't be long when one of these houses catch on fire,
That's what I'm worried about.
especially when it gets cold.
I know.
A lot of vacant. See all this? I feel like we're in a country out here. Like it's getting warmer and warmer. Look at that. Look at that church. It's vacant. This is the church Ryan grew up in. They got a school. It's a Catholic church. How do you pronounce the name of this church?
Ascension, Saint Susanna. Well, we just call it
It's-
Ascension for short.
Oh, St. Suanna, it sure is.
Yep. Mhm. But I love this. I love these streets, like a street sign like this, because it's a symbol of like this is how politicians treat the city. Just like the street sign. It's in disrepair. You can't read it.
You can't read it. You can't. Definitely cannot
And
read
you
it.
don't even know when you're driving around. Unless you know the streets, you don't even know what streets you're
Oh
on.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Like, look, okay, 153rd. 153rd.
Oh, that's what that is.
You know,
Other side is missing.
it's just a symbol of the neglect and decay.
Oh, thanks. Wow. When did this church close down?
I want to say maybe they closed it in 2021.
Oh, wow. That wasn't that long ago.
But the archdiocese took care of it until 2023. It was sold to Harvey.
Oh, and it
They
was in
never
Spanish.
They never should have sold it to Harvey. Yeah.
Nothing is far from God.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they still have the sign there.
They had the, what's that? I saw mass. Mass at 10:30. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I did go there a few years ago for a mass.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Vine. Where's Vine?
It's just the next block over. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is a big church. Was that the what's that called, a parsonage?
Yeah, the rectory.
The rectory, a rectory. Okay.
And then the school, and then there's a convent behind the.
Oh, they had nuns here.
Mhm.
Wow. I remember. What's that? It was a Catholic school in Chicago. It was a big one. Holy Name of Mary. And my daughter used to go there. We got kicked out because I wouldn't participate in the catechism class. I was missing.
Oh, and you were like, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
They was like, that's your last time for not showing up.
Ah.
They probably took the bell down. Do you remember the bell?
I don't. It's been some years since they.
Ah.
Yeah, the bells used to ring the hour. I love stuff like that. I love church bells.
Yes.
I love church bells.
Wow.
I was gonna say, you wanna take a picture with me?
Yeah.
Maybe take one from the church. Here. That's beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, let me take a picture of you in front of the church. Oh, I need to take a picture. You mind if I use you as my thumbnail?
Sure.
Okay. Because it's nice to come back in. It says the company who brought all the buildings should donate all the architectural to salvage companies for free. You okay?
Yeah, well, it's the city of Harvey that owns it now, so
Yeah.
they're not gonna do that.
Dang it. Okay, let's. I know I'm not gonna. Okay.
Take a still.
Yeah.
Take a video.
Cancel. Yeah. I think it's the second one. Came here. She was in love with Harvey. I'm like, we can't move nowhere else. Were we doing something wrong?
No, we're not doing anything wrong. We're in the public way. So
They need a new car. They need a new engine or something. That's funny. I knew they was gonna come down here.
They're always so freaking nosy, and they should be out stopping violent crime. Keep going, honey. Keep going. Where are you going?
He going through the alley or the block?
Yeah.
Hey, Ramona. That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
They're like, yeah, they're being. It's like you're being babysat, you know.
I like they know when Ryan out here, they come and look for Ryan. Wow.
They try to start stuff, but guys don't even think about it.
Ramona said, "Hey, Ryan."
Who said that?
Ramona.
Oh.
That's, and somebody who cut the grass.
That's what I'm saying. So I was told that someone saw someone in this corner house.
Wow.
So there shouldn't be anything there. So all these properties now are supposed to be owned by the city, which means the city is responsible.
I thought it was okay. It said,
Everything that happens.
but I thought it was owned by the MDR.
That's the crazy thing. The MWRD should use the money because supposedly Harvey didn't have the money. Oh, here, get this in your footage. You see? This is the stuff that you address first.
Oh, oh, that's the
instead of kicking people out of their house.
that's
That's a
the
drain.
sewage
Yes.
drain. I couldn't even see that down
Mm-hmm.
here. Can y'all see that? There it is.
Yep. That's the stuff that you take care. Like I said,
Oh, there they go
this is all the
again.
gutter, but it hasn't been cleaned for so many years that plants grow here.
This is like the cicadas are getting worse.
Hmm. And that was that had collapsed on the fence. That was the house that burned while the Souls were still living there.
Wow.
The back of it, and then the back porch of this building had fallen on the fence.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's just all.
The police are circling, y'all. Oh, look
Oh,
at him coming out the house. You see him? He just came out the house.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that the one where Jed kicked people out?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised because you could see that the front door is not boarded up anymore.
But what's interesting is when the police went around the alley, that's when he came out.
Hmm.
It might be just timing.
Right, right.
So,
Well, thanks.
well, no, thank you, Ryan.
Diana, for doing that.
No, thank you for having me. This was
Mm-hmm.
an experience.
Yes.
All right, well,
You have a safe trip back home.
you do the same. Hopefully, I get there in one piece with no tickets.
Right. All right. See you.
Oh, I'm gonna go to. Oh, you want to see? Hold on, yeah. Sorry. Ryan just left. He left me here by myself. Ugh. That's hilarious. Look at the. There's a standoff between Ryan and the police. And the police. Oh my God, what are they doing? Did you see the police back up? I'm finna go. Yeah, they cut the grass. And see, Ryan back at the police. I'm finna go to Menards. Okay, so the police is still back there. I'm gonna see if you're gonna turn around, follow me. That was crazy. I had to call Ryan. Oh, I guess you see how many boulders in front of people's houses. That was crazy. They act like somebody want to mess with their stuff. Hey, Ramona, I ain't forget you. I'm trying to go to. I was gonna go to Menards, but I guess Ryan is okay. Okay, they clearly was about to start messing with Ryan. Oh my God, that was crazy. So it was what interesting was when Ryan pulled off, because he pulled off before me, remember? Then the police got to the corner the same time Ryan got to the corner. And then what did they do? So Ryan stopped. He wouldn't go. He was waiting for the police to go past. So since the police didn't go past, Ryan backed up. And then the police backed up. And I thought they was gonna follow him, but they didn't follow him. I stay off 154th Street. Oh, it's like a train. Is that a train? What the? I'm really just. Oh, here's the other one. This this satellite. They finished that, so they only finished two of them. You should see the one by my house. They don't give a shit. They even got an electric charger over here. They don't give a shit. You should see that. It's all. They ain't even done yet. It's been sitting there for years. I guess I'm gonna go to Menards now. Mid-century. What she said? Mid-century modern. Love that. Oh yeah, that was crazy. They was trying to, they was trying to get Ryan because I know they wasn't gonna mess with me because I ain't done nothing. I don't even, you know. What I'm saying? Oh, now this is the nice part of her. One of the nicest, and it used to be real nice back in the day. This street right here. Now, Mayor Kellogg, former Mayor Kellogg or Harvey, lives on this block, and you knew it was his house because he, the only one who had a flag in front of the window. Hilarious. I'm gonna call Ryan, but see, this is really the nicest. You could tell that money was on this part of Harvey. Oh, we just passed. Oh no, we did. Oh, see the flag? There go Kellogg's flag. That's former Mayor Kellogg's flag. His house. They can't stop him. He still got. He ain't the man, but he still represent. I don't know if he still lives there or not. On this, in this particular area, you used to could see where they had beautification. Who had a, like the beautification of lawn awards. Oh, I forgot I got water. I'm gonna go home and I'm going home. Woo! Now they got these speed bumps, which is cray cray. Now the high school. Ooh, this breeze feel like every. I'm gonna go home, open the windows, and go clean up and get the house ready for the week. So this is Thornton High School that we're coming up to again, and man, it definitely has changed. What Cher say? Oh, those big camera still up, pointed at Naple House and Harry. Let me say this about Naples House. Naple House is not, I want to say, accessible. Oh, they put getting that concrete done. It's like it's by the train station, and I don't even know because I don't even go over there. Oh, they must have had a game today. It's a beautiful day. You right, Miss Ramona. I was gonna go out. Well, the goal was, and I really should go ahead and go to Menards and get this stuff. Maybe I go to Menards. Uh, I want to. I need to do my security guard door, security door, and the rust, and my banister, the railing, and paint that, and then hopefully I get find somebody to do my to do the porch part. So if you know a handyman, holla at me. Clark went to a lot of the. He sure did, because he only did it because he was trying to. Being petty, these folks around here are petty Eddie for sure. He only did that because he was trying to prove that Napoleon Harris don't live where he live at, and he probably was going to use that when he ran for election to show. But something probably told him that he should not do that because it will maybe some invasion of privacy or something like that. Because everybody knows, I'm just saying, and this man, everybody knows that he does not live in Harvey. Uh, oh, everybody knows that. No, everybody knows that Napoleon Harris don't live in Harvey, and everybody knows that Napoleon Harris lives in Olympia Fields. I don't know who y'all kidding, but it is what it is. They got him in, he in. Now that's their problem. Are we still in Harvey? Listen, Harvey is it's not small, but it's big enough to be big.
Okay, Ramona. And shit, I saw you said something. I wish I could. Man, my glasses are dirty. I need to do it. Yes. But I hope everyone's having a beautiful Saturday. OMG. It's 3 o'clock. I can't go out tonight. But yeah, we still in Harvey, y'all. Well, one side is, yeah, it's still hard. Both sides are hard. Hey, Ramona, did you go to art class today? That's a CSX over there. Huh? Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Oh, let me show. Oh, let's see. So I don't know. Can y'all see on the corner? It says Oak Street Health. Let's see. No, no art class. Oh, no art class today. Okay. You said it says Oak Street Health on the corner. Oak Street Health. Oak Street Health. Remember that. Excuse me. Let me tell you about Oak Street Health. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. That was Oak Street Health. Let me tell you about Oak Street Health. And Harvey, it's on a list of, it was Dollar General. They said, oh yeah, Oak Street Dollar General hadn't paid their fines and fees. So I know this ain't the police following me now. But Harvey Dollar General, they said Dollar General owed $569,000. Now, and that's in back taxes. Because when you listen to the board meeting, they said they don't pay their taxes. They don't pay their taxes to businesses. However, they put some out. When you look it up, all the taxes are paid. Now, I'm trying to figure out why the police up on my bumper now. I'm gonna be irritated in a minute. But well, so when you look up Dollar General was sold like in 2020. I want to say 2024. I gotta go back and look at it. They were sold in 2024 and no 2023. It's not in 2024. And once it was sold, the people who own that property who had it for years, they dissolved their LLC. And I understand that it happens. So they dissolved the LLC, and now Oak Street Health paid all the back taxes. There is 9 partials, 9 PIN numbers associated with that one corner, and all the taxes are up to date. But when Harvey sends out that brochure to say who owes taxes to Harvey, they got Dollar General, but Dollar General don't even own that property anymore. So one thing they don't do, they don't update the information. So it make it look like these that they owe, but Dollar General don't owe because Dollar General was sold. The month, like, so let's say on February they had it in it that Dollar General owed, but then Dollar General was bought. I'm trying trying to see that. I was like, why is that police following me? Shit, I would be on that. Okay. Ramona, so sorry. Y'all know. What happened? Don't touch your phone. Oh, Amanda's sister home going. Yeah, that was I ended up going to that that meeting today. That's why I didn't end up going to the funeral. And I'm kind of over funerals. I must say that. I'm just so stressed out about it. But I'm so sorry to hear about her loss. Cause it looked like the sister was around my age. Well, she was in her 50s. I don't know how old she was. I'm gonna go do me a household project. Uh, Shoot, a loss is a loss, and it just don't feel right. Cause I know if I lost my sister, I would be no good. And I know my sister would say the same about me. So okay, I got the park where I can get in and out of. Now where a rotor rooter like that? Okay, yeah. So that's a lot of issues that I have with Harvey right now. Is like they oppose that these companies owe this amount of money, but when you go look it up, they don't really owe that money. They don't really owe it. Dollar General is public traded, owned by shareholders and Vanguard. Guarantee you that they owe no taxes. No, exact. I looked the taxes information up, and yes, I think it was like is it 35 or 55,000 total. But they do not owe their taxes are up to date. But the question is, and it's a fair question, Cher, is how come why haven't they opened, Cher? Why haven't Oak Street Health opened? Harvey is so the seniors. What is causing Oak Street Health not to open? Why would Oak Street Health pay all those back tax, all that 569,000 back taxes, um, and also pay over 500,000 for the property, and then they had to pay more money to fix the property up. So now they still ain't open. I think it's been about a year. So I did talk to Kobe Chapman. I asked her that question. She said she been trying to get the information, but they won't tell her why they not open. So like somebody's being disingenuous about not opening that 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 Oak Street Health. You talking about a hospital? Oak Street Health is a clinic. It's a clinic for seniors like Gen Care. They have a lot of Oak Street Health out here. My mother used to go to them. It's like a clinic for people with Medicare, Medicare. Yeah, Medicare. So, and really in that location where they're at, it's really a great location for them to be at because people from like different parts of the suburbs could get to that location. But are they not opening? Is has Harvey done all it could or can to help them to open? Because Dalton got Gen Care. Why Harvey can't have Oak Street Health? And why nobody asking the questions? Or maybe they don't realize that you don't even you just forget or you just don't notice that it ain't open. Well, every time you drive past it, you notice it ain't open. I'm just saying. Okay. Woo! dead. I just got 1%. So I am going to check out. But I'll holler at y'all later. Let me charge my phone up so I can go into this store. Other than that, I wouldn't know what to buy from the store. Later, y'all.